He used to be the kind of guy who would always say yes. Yes to friends who only remembered him when they needed help. Yes to girls who barely replied to his texts but kept him around when they were bored. Yes to bosses who overloaded him, praised others, and ignored his effort. And still, he was invisible. But there's always a moment. That moment when a person breaks. It wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. It happened in silence, when he looked in the mirror and realized something heartbreaking. People treat me like this because I taught them to. The next day, he didn't send the first text. He didn't reply instantly. And when someone left him on scene, he didn't overthink. He just moved on. No anger, no revenge, just distance. And what happened? The people who once ignored him started noticing his absence. Because the most powerful shift is when you stop begging to be seen and let your silence speak. A few weeks later, he sat with a group of friends. They laughed, talked, but inside he was carrying something heavy. His mother's illness, his job struggle. He almost opened up. Almost. But something stopped him. Because the last time he'd shared his problems, those same people turned his pain into gossip. They laughed about it behind his back. So this time, he stayed quiet. He learned, if someone can't help you, there's no point telling them your problems. Not everyone deserves access to your pain. One day, he met a big investor. Powerful, successful, rich. Everyone around was nervous, flattering him, trying to impress. But he just smiled, shook hands, and stayed silent. He didn't try to prove anything, didn't change his tone, didn't show desperation. And something strange happened. The investor noticed him, respected him, because confidence whispers. Real confidence doesn't bow. It doesn't chase validation. It stands on its own, calm, grounded, unbothered. Later that month, someone told him, "Bro, you've changed. You're distant now, cold." And for a second, he felt guilt creeping in. Should he explain himself? But then he paused. What was he going to explain? That he finally had boundaries? That he stopped playing the fool? No, he just said, "You're right. I have changed." Because you don't need to explain growth to people who benefit from your weakness. Let them misunderstand. Let them gossip. Growth doesn't need permission. One night a friend texted, "Need a favor, urgent, can you help?" He checked the chat history. That person hadn't spoken to him in months. No how are you, no care, just a request. Earlier, he would have said yes, even stayed up late to help. But not this time. He didn't reply. Because now he understood. You don't owe your energy to people who don't respect it. You reward loyalty, not convenience. That one ignored message was the final act of self-respect. He didn't become colder. He became clearer. He didn't lose people. He lost the ones who were only using him. His attitude didn't make him arrogant. It made him magnetic. Because once you stop chasing, start valuing your energy, and walk with quiet strength, the same world that once ignored you starts watching you. Fix your attitude. Not for them, but because you finally remember who you are. Subscribe to Simplify Actually for more story-driven mindset shifts that actually work.